What is up, YouTube? This is Juggernaut097 bringing us another video today, and today we're going to be doing my TNA Impact review for February 27, 2015. So nonetheless, let's get started with this review. And for some reason on the show there was a lot of promos. I don't really like when they have too much promos. Like, there wasn't enough wrestling on the show. And this show pretty much went around the BDC. That's pretty much the show. You could just call it the BDC show. That's what we call the show, but yeah, but nonetheless, let's get started with this review. So, pull the stuff here up on my iPad. But so, Kurt Angle, he makes his way to the ring and calls out Lashley right away. And here comes Lashley. Angle says he isn't asking Lashley to like or respect him, but he needs to respect that title. Angle has worked his ass off for a title shot, and last week the BDC screwed Angle while Lashley watched on. Angle says he wants to face Lashley for the title and wants to beat him for the title. But since Lashley didn't help him, that that match won't happen. Lashley says tonight is his fight, and he doesn't need Angle's help. Angle promised to do nothing and watch on, and hopes Lashley will walk out champion. So pretty much he's doing the same thing what Lashley did last week. So yeah. Nothing too special with that. And then while Angle's leaving, the BDC come out. Joe says that is good to take advice of good luck. Unfortunately, that will not be a factor tonight. Joe gets you sold out chance, but Joe calls Lashley the real sellout when when he left the BDC because they were the ones that got him the gold. Joe says Lashley owes everything to MVP, Kenny King, and Loki, and himself, which that's Joe. Joe then says MVP will take the title by any means available. Joe says there is nothing anyone can do about it. MVP then MVP says that the problem is Lashley thinks too much of himself. MVP says the BDC are collective, while Lashley only cares about himself. Tonight, the BDC stands in Manchester United. MVP then says Lashley is alone and no one in the locker room will stand with him. So at the end of the night, the title comes back to the BDC. So that was that segment. Like I said, nothing really special. There's too much promos, in my opinion. Next, we have highlights of Spud, Manders, and Anderson shaving Tyrus' head last week. So, yeah. And then the first match of the night, we have Rockstar Spud and Mr. Anderson versus Tyrus and EC3. Really wasn't a special match. I mean, I like Mr. Anderson and Rockstar Spud. They're pretty funny working together. But Rockstar Spud and Mr. Anderson win the match when Mr. Anderson does a mic check on Tyrus, and he does a little blow also while the ref isn't looking. So then Rockstar Spud gets the pin. So yeah, and then after the match, they have a little they corner EC3, and then they get ready to shave his head. But then Tyrus he grabs EC3, and then they run off. So yeah. This was about 7 minutes match. And then next, Okay, then next we have Taryn Terrell. She's making her way to the ring. And then winning the Knockouts title was a huge accomplishment for her, especially with the locker room that TNA has. She also knows that Awesome Kong wants the title and tells her if she wants the title to come and get it. Kim says she respects Taryn Terrell as a woman and in the champion. And as a champion, yeah. She adds that the fans and the wrestlers also respect her, but in regard to Awesome Kong, Taryn Terrell doesn't have a clue what she's getting into. Kim says if Taryn Terrell thought Havoc was tough, Kong is the toughest woman to ever step into the ring. Kim adds that Kong has taken years off of her life, and due to the wars they had. Taryn says she is a fighter and champion like Kim. And then and then she wants and needs to fight Kong. Kim leaves and Taryn Terrell celebrate talking. Kong appears. Taryn Terrell attacks, runs wild a bit with the clotheslines and drop kicks before getting the implant buster pretty much, and then after that, Awesome Kong, she was holding the title up and pretty much saying, hey, you know what, I'm coming after that Knockouts Championship. So yeah, it's pretty much that. And then next we have the BDC. They meet backstage and say, we formed backstage and say when they formed that they shocked the world. They decided where the championships go, and now they need to plan to make sure that the title comes home to them. They noticed the cameras and slammed the door in their face. So yeah, that was that. And then next we have some highlights back from Rue versus Lashley 3 and the fallout when Lashley breaks away from the BDC pretty much. So yeah. And then next we have Austin Aries walks backstage and is asked about tonight's main event. He says he'll watch because he wants the title. He is going to get his work clothes on because he has a surprise ending in mind. So pretty much he's saying he wants to go cash in the title. Cash in, not the title, the briefcase. So, yeah. And then next we have Robbie E. and Angelina Love with Jesse Gonnertz and DJ Z versus Brooke and Chris Medina's. Robbie E. and Angelina Love win the match when Robbie E. does a blind tag, and then Brooke is going up on the top rope, and then Robbie E. throws off the top rope and goes in for a pin. So really bonus match. I didn't really like it. And then yeah, that was that. Oh yeah, then we have another segment with EC3 backstage with Spud. You know, he's wanting to shave the head. He pulls the clippers out of his pants and he's going to shave the head of him. And then after that goes commercial break, and then Mr. Anderson's looking for the room, and he finally finds the room, and then he beats up EC3 for a little bit, and they get ready to shave his head, and then finally Tyrus shows up and then saves EC3. So yeah, that was that. Okay, and then we have Gunner. He meets with Kurt Angle, who is packing up and leaving. Gunner says that while Lashley may not want help, if MVP wins, he'll run wild on TNA. Gunner then gives Angle a pep talk and slaps the shit out of him. Then that fired up Angle. So yeah. And then next we have Austin Aries making his way to the ring. Aries says that when the TNA World Title is defended, it is a big deal, and there will be a lot of eyes on the match. Aries says a lot of people are backstage and could be involved because they want the power. Because they want the power. Excuse me. Um, but Aries has all of the power with his Feast or Fire briefcase, and that's all he needs. What if he decides to use it tonight? What if he waited for the right moment and becomes the new world champion tonight? Samoa Joe then makes his way to the ring. Joe says that Austin Aries will take no chance to cash in. Aries will have no chance to cash in tonight. Aries says that anything is possible. Joe then says that he would hate to kick his ass all over the arena because he could have assassins in the ring. He could have assassins in that ring to take out Aries. Aries asked what happened to Joe. We used to know pretty much. He's saying, you pretty much become a lapdog for MVP, and then pretty much saying, hey, you know what? I'm gonna come in there. And Joe says, I'm gonna come in there and beat your ass, and he was like, I have a better plan. How about I come in? How about I bring the fight to you? So we get a match. We get Austin Aries versus Samoa Joe, and I thought it was a good match for what it was. But there was a lot of people the BDC got involved at the end of the match. But Austin Aries wins by the 450 splash. Pretty good match. I enjoyed it for what it was. I also like that crucifix that Austin Aries did. Also, he went for the brainbuster a few times. Samoa Joe went for the implant. Not the. I'm sorry, the muscle buster. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember what its finisher's called. Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, muscle buster. Yeah. But after the match, Low Key and Kenny King get involved, and they bring out a table, and then Low Key does a double foot thumb to the chest of Austin Aries, but the thing is, the table does not break, and then Samoa Joe does a splash on Austin Aries, and then finally the table breaks. So he ain't cashing in his briefcase tonight. And then next we have Lashley is backstage and is interviewed about his chance tonight. He says MVP claims to have made him, but if MVP wants the belt, he has to go through him, and no one has yet to do that. He's asked about Angle, and Lashley says he's asked about Angle, and Lashley says he don't ask for or need help. So pretty much saying he doesn't need his help, like I just said there. And then next we have MVP. He meets with Eric Young. He says he's congratulating Young on getting even with Bobby Roode, but Young is still upset and needs more revenge. MVP says that Young shouldn't feel that way and wishes he could help. He then says Lashley actually put Young in the hospital, and MVP says their match tonight is a no DQ match and anything could happen. MVP says Young deserves to feel better and he could do anything, like make the world title change hands once again. So, yep. That was that. And then the BDC meet backstage and they have Aries' briefcase and present it to MVP. So, yeah. How much minutes am I? I'm at 14:15, so I'm going to start wrapping this up. Got a few more things to go over. And then next we have Rampage Brown versus Nomadar. I can't pronounce his name right. Sorry if I butchered his name, but these guys are from British Boot Camp Season 2. They lock up Dar with counters and headbutts to the gut of Brown. Takedown by Dar, and that gets two. And that gets two. Bram makes his entrance, and then he attacks both of them, so it becomes a no contest. It wasn't really a special match. Then Bram calls it out, Magnus, but none other Grado comes out. I'm actually a fan of Grado. I like him, but um, he tries to stand up to Bram, but he gets laid out by Bram also, and then he calls out Magnus, and he pretty much saying that's going to happen to you, and yeah, and then next it shows Lashley and MVP walking, toward to the ring, like backstage. And next week we're gonna have the Wolves challenge the Revolution for the tag team title, so that's gonna be a good match to see. Hopefully we get new tag team champions, but yeah. And then finally we had the main event and no DQ for the world title championship. Lashley versus MVP with Loki and Kenny King. This was an alright match. I don't really like that the BDC they got involved during pretty much the whole match. I really didn't like that very much, but what do you do? But there's a lot of guys who involved. Bobby Roode got involved. When Eric Young came out, he brought a steel chair out. He tried to take out. Um, he tried to take out Lashley, but the referee got knocked down during that. So that's when Bobby Roode came out also to save Lashley. And then we have, who else makes his way out? Oh yeah, Gunner comes out to help Lashley and runs off like Kenny King or someone. I can't remember who ran off, but he runs off someone. And then we have Drew Galloway's. He also helps out Lashley, and he beats down. He hits what's his name with the chair. He hits MVP with the chair, and then um, Lashley does his spear to win the match. So yeah, Lashley retains his title, and this wasn't a bad show. I mean, this could have been a better show. If they didn't have so much promos, and if they didn't have the show revolve around um, the Beatdown Clan. But yeah, this is my TNA Impact review for February 27th, 2015. So yeah. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and don't forget to go follow me on Twitter at the TrueJSB. And tomorrow I'm going to announce my winners of the contest. Actually, I'll announce them right now. The winner of the contest, which I did I did this on the random generator. Which the winner of the contest is. Let me go back to the random generator, and here we go. It is GTS HD. I think that's his. Is that his name? Yeah, I think that's his name. But yeah, yep, that's his name. So he is the winner of the contest. I only had 2 people join the contest, really. So yeah, I'm enough of me rambling on right now. I'm probably gonna be watching what's it called tomorrow? Yeah, GTS XHD. So, and tomorrow I'm probably going to be doing my what's it called, review. Tomorrow I'm probably going to do my Ring of Honor 13th anniversary review. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, but peace out, guys. 19 minutes, too much minutes for me, but I'm out here. See you guys in my next video.